I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Gerry. Brian Posehn.
Hey, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Where you... How long would that bit go on?
Wally Cox. I didn't know we were recording. Rosemary.
What happened last week? Jerry wasn't here.
Some horrible shit.
Yeah, so you guys...
I'm still not here.
You guys were in a pretty pickle when, for some reason, we were just going over our recap, and for some reason, I had projected you farther into this next segment than you actually were. We left off. You guys had approached this planet, this world, found that it had been made of. It seems to be constructed, or at least covered, with corpses. And you had infiltrated the only structure that you found on the surface of this thing, which was this gigantic black tower. You guys were in the guts of that tower.
And do any of the corpses look like their hands have been put over the other guy's dead genitals?
It's a dungeon. It's not Abu Ghraib.
So, you guys were moving when
I took a bunch of funny pictures with them.
When we signed off, you guys were moving through what seemed to be like a parking lot almost for the clockwork men, and you had sort of stepped your travel up to a jog because it seemed like the room was sort of powering up. The lights were coming on behind you. You just left the elevator that you guys had been on, and you were moving into this room, exploring. The only other real things worthy of note to refresh your memory would be when you first docked with the tower. The area that you went through had been sort of filled with very sort of flamboyant portraits of the same old man, possibly the necromancer or a necromancer, the necromancer that lives here, works here, built it. Not sure, but
So it's not just headshots of people that get their dry cleaning done here.
No. Unless he's done it this old dude's
oh
gotten
my
a
God,
lot
Rip
of dry
Taylor.
cleaning here.
Wow, Dick Gautier.
But that's where we left off. You guys were double timing it through this room, through ranks and ranks of the clockwork units.
I really don't like these things.
Yeah, let's try to get to an elevator.
Jerry doesn't like these things
I'm
either.
sure he doesn't.
They go gadget armed you to death.
Richard loves them, though.
They almost killed the shaman.
Yeah.
He took some damage, but he didn't. That wasn't the coroner's cause of death, I don't think.
So you guys have... you're a little bit on a wing and a prayer here because you've made some leaps in logic that have led you to this place. And it may have actually, it may be working in your favor. Maybe
I hope so.
You're like Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt knocking on John Doe's door before he expected you to a little bit.
What's in the box?
But that's where we left off. So you guys are in a sprint.
Yeah.
And I'll just pick it up from there.
Quick as we can, yeah.
You guys are... the jog just subconsciously escalates to a full tilt run. Behind you, the sort of the red... dim lighting that you've found is sort of all over this place is coming on in concentric rings, starting from the elevator that you guys left and dunk, 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 dunk behind you. It's still ahead of you. It's still super dark, and you don't hear any motion. your sprint ends in the sort of the lane that's formed between all these parked clockwork soldiers, ends in a wall and a really large, like slate gray metal door, which is encouraging because you don't want to be in here anymore. Just as like the red lighting of the room sort of catches up to you.
It says chicken exit over the top.
So you guys stack up on the door. As you are about to figure out what the approach is to open or check the door, the lights are basically all on now. At least the red lights are in this room. And a second noise starts, again way back near the elevator. And that's this like metallic clunking sound of joints being
from inside the door we're facing.
No, behind
from
you.
behind
Yeah. Joints being.
Who's going to be the Leroy Jenkins of this door?
Well, have we tried to just open?
Yeah.
No, not
let's
yet.
Check the fucking door out and get the hell out of here. I don't even want to hear what the noise is.
All right. Who's on the door?
Well, I'm in the front with my headlight. Hand, right?
All right.
Yeah. Let's work on it.
All right. So you push on the door. It slides like well-oiled hinges glides open. You're staring down like a narrow hallway. Yeah, it's not another big.
Towards a bank machine and maybe a shiatsu place?
Yeah, the cab stop.
Okay.
Well, I enjoy being in this hallway.
Yeah, let's go to the hallway.
Let's close the door behind us, too.
That's exactly.
Far more defensible in here. All your warrior sensibilities are like, oh, just thank God. So you guys pile into
Being
the
in
door.
a room full of tanks was maybe a little nervous.
You slide the door shut behind you. And the last thing you see as the door closes is way in the distance. You see, in addition to the red lighting, you see what may be eyes, maybe just surface lights, but definitely in like concentric rings of these things are being powered up. Behind you. So that's the last thing you see as you close the door. It doesn't latch or anything, though. That's not so.
Yeah,
that's the
not
bad news. It just sort of is a.
Is there anything around here
a
that breaks
great
the door?
Does
big
anyone have a spell
Like it
that's like a
matters.
Saloon
wall,
door.
like a wall creating a door blocking?
Can I weld it
spell?
with my breath?
Ooh, that's just nice.
Maybe.
Is there any solder around?
No.
No spell that's
Damn.
like a.
No
Yeah.
spells.
Well,
Fucking run.
It's worth a try.
I'll try and blast the edges of the door.
Because you've got your
You do have
your level 2.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Super hot.
that's misleading. You've got your advanced breath now.
Medium spicy.
Okay, so
Scorcho.
yeah.
Oh,
I will love it when these doors explode off the
Oh yeah,
hinges.
wait. Is there a lock or like a latch of any kind?
no,
Okay.
it's like a big, heavy metal
I
saloon
want to see
door.
it happen.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's
I'm going to try and focus
it's
the
a
blast.
saloon door anyway.
Trying
so
to
what's
focus the
point?
blast on the edges of the door.
Okay. Let's.
Is there any kind of a hinge or any sort of a...
Yeah,
Okay.
huge hinges on
I'm
either
gonna
side of these.
Melt that shit up.
All right. Let's grab the dice tray. We'll let Bart roll a d20. 19.
That's a good roll.
19. All right. So, Bart clears his throat. And you like focus the blast from your now like blue white hot breath on the hinges down one side, and then since this is only like you only have limited uses of this, right? This is
It's
encounter. So you kind of have to get this all in one. So gesturing everyone to get back, you just breathe like a heavy U shape that hopefully encompasses all the hinges. For a second, you guys feel this heat blast. It's only lasts for a moment, and the breath dies away. And as the sort of the smoke and the vapor clears, you see that the hinges are big knots of like cooling molten metal now.
I like it.
Nice.
All right.
Good work.
If they
I did
cool,
something.
if they cool before something gets to the door, it's definitely not going to open easily.
We blow on them.
All right. What's next? Down the hall?
Down the hall.
All right, so moving down the hall now, keeping an ear peeled for any sound of something coming through these doors, and ready for anything. You guys start to come across what seems to be a more well-traveled section of the hall. There's more doors down the sides. The first junction you come to, the hall continues, but there's two of the same material door, single doors this time, like for foot traffic on either side. There's a left and a right. Hall continues ahead of you. One of the doors is actually cracked, though, so this place starts to feel a little more used than maybe the area that you first came into.
It's the kitchen of the banquet hall.
All right, I'll peek my. Can I see through the crack without, or do I have to open it up?
No, you can see through it.
All right, what do I see?
You see, it looks like against one wall a row of collectors. It looks wearing black robes, and they're standing with their backs against the wall, facing the center of the room, and they're completely motionless.
The fuck? I really don't
Blair
like
Witch.
this place.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this place gives me the creeps.
Well,
You've also never seen the black robes yet.
this is a new encounter.
Let me double check if that's a character.
Let's light them up. I'm on a holy mission from Bahamut.
To die?
Yeah. Sir Richard does not
Say that
like
again
the
like
collectors.
Dan Aykroyd. We're on a mission from Bahamut. Now,
How many are there?
does this...
You can see through the crack, just shift, like, as much as you can see 6.
And maybe we keep going to see.
Are they
what's going
standing
on.
or are they hanging?
We don't need to interview them or
They're
anything.
standing with their backs against the wall, facing the center of the room.
And you're
I
seeing
thought
the
they were
rest of
In
facing
you see the
theory,
rest of the
they
room?
could have even heard you coming
they could
up.
be alive, but they don't see it, or it doesn't seem like they see it.
Do you see any other part of the room, or just...
That's just through
You
the
don't see what
crack.
they're
Are we
looking
sure
at?
it could just be their robes hanging on like little dummies, mannequin?
Let's have a look. I can always add blast in a second.
And I have that. Let's do it.
Yeah?
So we're gonna look around the room.
Yeah, I'm on a holy mission to kill collectors.
Yeah, let's definitely use fire to explore our surroundings.
Yes, a pack of cigarettes.
By look, do you mean you're going to blow fire into the room?
I'm
or
gonna
you're
look.
Okay.
Then
And-
possibly blow a fire into the room.
Well, and
And
if we
possibly-
both
and
go
maybe
through and
palm
spot,
them. Yeah.
and I'll give
Then
them the
an-
holy strike.
Iron Paladin. Okay.
yeah, we got some shit to throw.
All right, so you creak the door open, and the first things through the door is Bart's dragon face and your Iron Man hand.
Yeah.
No response from the collectors, though.
What do we see in the room?
You just see the as you lean in, you see that wall where you saw 6 earlier is actually 12 lined up, and the wall opposite the door is another 12. It's like a small square room, but they don't move.
Is it like... I wonder if it's some sort of like a chamber where the collector spirits are put into these things.
Yeah.
You know, or some kind of like...
They're
totally
sleeping, or they're
suspended animation
Phantasm.
Yeah.
It's totally Phantasm. I love you.
Except
I don't
they're
know
not
what you're
little.
talking about, Brian.
Let's light them up.
Is there a hum and
let's
2
fucking
silk
light 'em
chrome
up.
posts?
Or aren't they in little containment units where you can see their creepy faces? It's not Phantasm, Brian. It's close to Phantasm.
Is there an ice cream
There's
truck anywhere near?
essences of Phantasm, yeah.
You know, Phantasm is a lot better when you know that Bruce Willis is a ghost the whole time.
Oh,
He's right.
Blaine.
Spoiler alert, though. Jeez.
What? I think the world needs to know that Bruce Willis is a ghost the whole time.
The bald man.
All right, so you guys are now your head and hand in the door, staring at these things. Doesn't seem like anything's happening, but
Well, not to
Light
us.
them up.
Do it.
All right, let's blow them up.
All right.
Just
now I'm trying to think now.
Because here's why.
Yeah.
Because they could very easily be activated, and
Yes.
I've dealt with them, and
I was just trying to think if this does count as another. Yeah, I think it would. You guys have
12
jogged
less.
for a couple minutes. All right, so you're gonna release.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and blast them all into one corner, and you can light them up.
Should we go to the
What if you
next room?
fart at them and then I light your fart up?
Should we be moving faster? Should Blaine be in the next room? Like
No, let's keep Blaine here. We may need
killing all the,
This
all the
shit might
VC
be
in
real.
there too, just with our flamethrower, just
We
All
may,
right, so
we
it's
may need the
torching
wand.
VCs.
So it's Bart leading with his breath.
I'll say.
Okay.
Garlic fries for
Is
lunch.
that the plan?
Well,
Just
I was gonna hit him with the hand at the same time.
So you could probably. So you have like a very focused blast though.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to like do like a laser.
Okay.
Slice.
You can start with a sweep and then you can follow up with the.
Bart could hit more than one with one burst. Not the whole room though, but you could hit like
Do
a
what I
wall's
can.
worth. Yeah.
yeah, and then we'll use this door as a choke point. If they activate, we'll.
All right. So Bart,
Mildred's
you
not happy.
I just don't understand this. I'm going to loosely use the word plan, but I guess whatever.
Because it's potentially 12 things that could come to life and fuck with
I guess
us.
they could, but it seems like blowing fire on them is more likely to bring them to life. But I'm actually, I
think it'll
support
just
it.
kill them.
I'm excited to see what happens. So let's go. Go.
All right,
go.
Bart. Oh, Blaine's
I'm getting my pee myself spell ready.
Got it.
I got
All
my
right.
Warhammer out.
Okay, so
It's
Bart,
an
you,
encounter
as
ability.
much as you
Me
can,
too.
you like just hose down one wall with this dragon's fire that you've got.
Now there's 14 of them.
Well, yeah. Let's roll your d20 again here. Let's get your attack roll.
Botch.
Here's where it burn you all to death.
It looks like a 19 to me.
19.
It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
it is
questionable,
flat. I thought it
but
was
Well,
flat.
you put the thing at an angle.
it was my bad. All right,
We did die.
it's a hit regardless, even if it had flipped to a 9.
Holy
you still
cow.
I have the weight on the 2, so that it always goes a 19.
the wall of the wall that you could initially see through the door, just these things just go up like dry pine, just incinerated, and ready to spring into action against the remaining dozen. All they do is drift a little in the hot wind. And you see against the wall that the robes that you just incinerated were, you see little like hangers. Looks like they were just
It's robes.
Should we?
It's all right. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, of course. You want to grab? I'm gonna maybe
Dress
grab.
up?
Some,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just in case. Let's
Are we-
grab some.
Yeah, okay.
We always have that same problem where there's so few humans among
Can
us.
we-
But yeah.
yeah.
still is always
Let's just-
funny to me though.
Let's just grab some robes.
I'll grab one. I grab one.
I grab one. I put it.
I'll
on.
grab one.
Brian could be a gigantic ass collector.
Maybe you
Okay.
could have you could wear 2 collector robes as like a sandwich board.
Yeah,
I-
or one on
we're-
each fist.
I hem
you
mine
could be
quickly.
3.
We all look like
Whatever it
Amadeus's
takes.
father.
All right, so you grab? You
Come on,
each grab one.
knucklehead.
Yeah.
Where's the
Put
big
on
and
this
tall
fancy
section?
robe.
All right, so everyone, you can add black collector robe to your inventory.
Oh, I'm going to write that down.
I'm gonna put it in feet though, because I never thought it was gonna happen. It seems really special.
All right, so
Who'd have thunk it?
quick check on this room. It just looks like a place where these 24 robes were hung. You haven't seen a collector wearing a black robe yet, though.
Right.
So that
It's next
means
month's
it's
fashion. Yeah.
probably fairly advanced.
Nice.
What?
Sounds like they just
The
turned the
robots are
garbage
starting
mashers on. No, all
Shut
2,
them all
shut
down.
them all down.
Sorry.
Suddenly I'm John Oliver. No, all 2.
All right, so what's next? Do you want to check the other room
Yeah, let's
across
check
the hallway?
other room.
All right, so you roll out of this room. This door is closed. Is this going to be like a...
Yeah, let's close it. Oh, you mean this? Yeah.
Yeah. You peek in,
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
if you can
same
hear
deal.
anything, all that stuff. All
Reach and
right,
clear.
you can't hear anything through it. Cracking the door and reveals nothing, and a real quick flash of the light. Would you do that?
Yes.
Doesn't show anything, at least through the cracked door. So it looks like you're gonna have
It's
to.
a regular hotel room.
Somebody will have to stick their head in, or
I'll do it.
cruise in to see what's going on. All right. So leaning this door open further. This one stacked up in the corners of this room. You see, it looks like a bunch of like ducts and like big,
Ducks, like quack quack ducks?
No, duck.
It's so weird there's ducks in this room.
And like warped metal. It looks like construction leavings have been tossed in here. It's definitely not bits and pieces of the Clockwork guys. And you haven't seen anything like this in the structure you've explored yet. But definitely something was mechanical was being built. Yeah.
Does it seem like there's any? Can we see any doors to get through here to another place, or is this a dead end?
Let's roll to find secret doors. We haven't even done that in 4th edition yet.
Oh my God, secret doors.
Secret doors.
You check for traps.
Then I'll check for, I'll shoot the light at the side of the wall.
The secret door roll brought to you by Blaine.
The secret door roll brought to you by Almond Joy and Mounds, reminding you don't really like coconut.
Let's take a quick break and roll. We're back.
That's the thing that always bugged me about Tomb Raider. She would just be all for naught. Just whatever happened to Lara Croft? Didn't she get a job teaching at that academy or something?
Yeah, no, you're right, because she always runs around solo. She would just die in the jungle somewhere.
I think she drowned in a shallow pool looking for a tomb.
I had heard that. I also heard that she was crushed under a rock.
Yeah.
All right, we were talking
about Lara Croft.
Yeah, these guys are feeling a Tomb Raider vibe right now. We're about to search for a hidden door in here. You wanted to see if there was a way leading out.
Please.
Perception. So these are going to be a perception check.
There's no non-hidden doors, right?
No non-hidden doors
Okay.
or vents or anything like that, but it's worth a scan.
So weird.
So this will be D20 plus your wisdom bonus. It looks like Sir Richard's ready. He rolls a 17 plus 19.
Plus 2 to... Right?
Yep. Plus your 2 wisdom bonus. That's a strong roll. You don't find any hidden doors though with that strong roll. So
There's still a hallway going, right?
yeah. Most likely, you feel good about that search. Most likely, there's not.
I thought there was a
because he
hallway
rolled high. But
Wait, are we just... Did it just end in this room, or what?
no, the hallway continues
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, these are
this
like
is just the
rooms,
first door.
offices.
Yeah, we're just
Oh,
checking it.
Yeah, Jerry's just looking.
I
to
was like,
see.
this is really weird.
Yeah,
It just
I was
ends
like-
in this little thing.
I was like, I don't know, it's not that weird, Ken.
Then we have to go
That
back
was
to the
really
door.
weird, and then it's not weird at all.
No, so now you could go back out.
Yeah, we'll head back out and search the
continue
hallway.
down that hallway.
Okay.
And remember, we're collectors. We're just collecting.
Oh, are you
Act
guys
collectory.
We're one tiny collector, one giant collector,
one reptilian?
Oh
collector.
yeah, dude. We're
Slim
we're
collector.
You're wearing the robes.
and
Yeah.
one
Okay.
glowworm
just
collector.
looks like
Just for the cool factor.
like a retarded
You know what?
Sgt. Pepper's
In
album
the
cover.
yeah. In the shitty goth club lighting of this place, at a glance, just a glance, maybe it would work.
I'm
Maybe
Darth
no one
Vader.
could
No,
tell.
I'm Darth Vader. No, I'm Darth Vader.
All right, so down the hall, you guys.
worse all the time.
You continue. This hall, you see up ahead, you see 2 more doors, one on the left, one on the right, just like the ones you passed. And you see the hallway ends in a T intersection and like a 12 by 12 foot painting of the old man wearing like a looks like a toga, and he's got his foot on some planet.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this my foot on this planet make me look fat?
This guy's name is King Dick.
Was this a Frazetta painting? Or?
It looks like it. He's a little buffer than an old man should be.
So we should be able to punch through this wall into the inside of the van.
All right, so you've
Full
got
of shag carpeting.
Let's
you've
check
got
the left door.
right
first.
doors, and then up ahead a left-right hallway.
Let's check the left door.
Sure.
All right. Listen at first, nothing. Crack the door. Cracking the door, you see it looks like more debris, construction-style debris. And as you lean into I'm assuming, Sir Richard, you're on point again with the
light.
With the mag light. All right. As you lean into this room, you see that it's actually much deeper. So this is a much bigger room. And some of the construction odds and ends that you saw in the other room, they're piled up in the corners and on the edges. But there's also larger pieces they look sort of half assembled, and it looks like there's like huge chunks, like 20-foot sections of pipe, and there's a couple shattered. Looks like could be some type of lens. It looks like big glass discs have been discarded in the sides of the room, and they're cracked and busted up.
I wonder what
Maybe it could be some type of magnifying.
Could be like a laser kind of thing too. Yeah.
Yeah. It could. There's a whole bunch of stuff that this could
telescope
be used
for viewing their targets.
But other than that, this room, you clear this room in a couple minutes.
All right. Right door.
Are there any of these lenses or anything in here that we could like hold? Like,
yeah.
Is there a hand-sized lens in here any place?
No, there's hand-sized shards of shattered lenses, but it looks like everything in here's been.
I'm gonna try to get myself a little dagger-sized piece of one of these lenses.
Okay. You like close examination, as far as you can tell, you're not picking up any magic vibes off of it, and it's just a chunk of very, very clear, pure glass. So
okay, it's just glass.
Yeah. All right, other door.
Right door.
All right. Still no sign or sound of anything in pursuit behind you guys. Check this door again. As you go into the right door.
Kevin James in a Segway.
I roll to attack.
As you go in the door on the opposite side of the hallway, the right door. This one, for the first time, you see stuff that's intact. It doesn't look like a maintenance closet.
Pardon our dust.
So this one, as you go in, you see that there is an intact lens leaning up up against the wall. It's been placed on it's not like treasure. There's a folded cloth beneath it, and it's like been set on it and leaned up against the wall. And there's a couple sketches that show. It doesn't show exactly what all this is for, but it shows a section of whatever all this is, and it's definitely looks like the lenses are being stacked to focus or magnify in this like some type of cylindrical build, but there's no indication of what it is, and the plans aren't complete. But it looks like some of the bits and pieces that are still intended for use have been set in place here.
Are the glass discs, are they in the tube, or are they just outside?
Just set outside. And there's even a chunk of metal and duct that looks like it's been placed and is waiting to be installed still. But and these lenses are they're like 3 feet circles of glass, convex on either side.
What would happen if you shot your beam
That's
through
what
the
I'm
lens?
just thinking about doing. Why not?
Yeah. If there were some little hand-sized ones, they might be good for making a shotgun.
Let's see what happens.
Are you going to try it out now?
Yeah, I'm going to take if nothing else, it's breaking a few things in here.
Sure. All
right.
But I want to keep a little bit of a safe distance.
Yeah, obviously.
Make sure any ricochets hit that alarm over there.
All right, so everyone's behind you?
I step out of the room.
Yeah,
What are you
get out of
aiming
the
at?
room. I'm going to shoot it through the smallest glass, and they're all together, right?
Well, they're leaning up against the wall, so
Yeah, you'd have to line them up.
I say
just do one and see what that does.
All right.
You might either melt the lens or
What happens if it
intensify
turns
your
into
beam.
the Death
That's
Star?
right, yeah.
Okay, so you're
So I'll
gonna
lean one up, and from a distance, I'll hit it and see if it goes. See what happens.
All right. Now, we'll just inject this thought into Blackie's mind. The odds of this actually focusing or being useful are pretty slim because it's not been mathematically calculated at all. So
Yeah.
You're curious, but you're dubious.
I'm curious, but in a goggles everyone kind of way.
Yes.
I'm in the hallway not being curious at all.
All right, so from outside,
And
who's
yeah,
outside?
And I'll be outside. Can I do it? Can I
I think
be
that
outside?
no one wants to be near you when you do this.
Yeah, but I should be able.
Alright, so
I should be
not a
able to
mirror.
play
Hold
the.
on,
I should be
Go
able
in
to play
there,
the angle.
Shut the
That's
door.
a funny
Wait,
beat.
can-
Everyone comes outside, and then a second later, Sir Richard trundles a lens outside.
No. The
No,
lens is
he's
staying
leaving his-
in,
Can you-
and I'm
just
going to do the
okay.
turn.
Can you
yeah.
put the lens in the
Tube.
itself? Will that make it easier instead of just leaning
I
against the
think so.
wall? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's no brackets or anything. Definitely,
Just a
there's
tube.
components missing.
Oh, okay.
So the
Yeah,
tube itself.
This will be a chance for you to play with your 100-sided die. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Only if you
It'd be
roll a
great
one.
when you
No.
botch.
Okay. So holding the lens through the door with one
You're
arm.
holding the lens. You're not going to lean it up against the wall.
That's
or
what I
something?
was. Yeah, you have a lot of crazy ideas.
Wait, hold on.
You're trying to kill
This
me.
is a 3-foot
You have
chunk
to
of
prop
glass.
it.
Though.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
can't
prop it up.
hold it and then shoot it through from
I mean,
no
it's,
distance.
It's not going to stand on its own, though.
So let's put it in the tube.
Can we like just
Okay.
sort of shove it in there somehow so
Yeah.
it stays up so he can?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can prop it up with something.
You sort of pry the end of it into this like corrugated piece of duct, and then point the end of the
Terrible
duct into the room.
D&D is found. The foundation of my D&D playing is
And now,
Trial and error.
The next
so
cause
now
and
you
effect.
have a duct with a lens in the end of it. One lens, right?
yeah.
Okay.
You get Adam and Jamie in here.
Then you're sticking your Bahamut hand through the door, letting the door close as much as it can on your arm, and just gonna blast it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm totally gonna vine this.
everyone else is outside.
Yes.
How
not-
far
not
away
looking
can
at
I
that
be?
shit.
And still be in the same room to hear what happens.
You could go down the hall a little ways.
Okay.
You
Why
could
don't we-
go in the room behind you guys that you just
Probably
cleared.
nothing's gonna happen.
We should
not-
let's
yeah.
go
This
back
is
to the
all
room.
much
I'm
ado
gonna
about
change
nothing.
shirts.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna go play the quarter slots.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just meet you guys at the over by Kino or that bar, at Pink Taco. Oh, let's just meet at Pink Taco.
By
this
Eddie
is-
Money's suit.
Totally by Eddie Money's suit. Sounds like a plan.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, that reminds me. I have 2 tickets to pair of pants.
All right, are you going to count it in?
I'll be
Yeah.
by
All right.
Slim Jim Fanton's.
So-
You're going to go at the
Tom.
same time?
Well, you roll first.
All right.
This is
An 11.
11. Okay, that's good.
It's
You just
2
didn't want-
ones.
All right, now let
Double
me
botch.
take the dice tray. So now, since there is an outside chance that this does something outstanding, just so you guys know, sometimes I like to make the mechanics visible because it makes things exciting. So I'm gonna roll.
That's what Jiffy Lube does.
I'm gonna roll a percentile die, so 1 to 100, and up to 75, nothing. Beyond 75, since I'm winging this,
Life
I'll
gets
just
interesting.
judge the effects based on how far beyond 75 it is.
All right.
By the way, there just became 3 bands called Beyond 75.
51. So from the outside looking in, it just looks like there was it's like a photo booth. It's like you see like a light flash in there.
Okay, let's put one more behind
Well,
it.
that
now,
was
so there's
exciting.
2 in a row, and then try.
See if your dick
we
still
could.
works.
How often can you do your
Mess around with your dick.
Bahamut.
See if it still
Well,
works.
it's an at will, right?
Ah,
What's
okay.
great about
All
this is it's
I
the
was just
most
double checking.
cumbersome
Yeah.
attack ever
But it would. I would
devised.
feel stupid if I get into a fight later on and it's just like, oh yeah.
And then you're like, hey, wait for me to set up the lens.
yeah.
My magic game of mousetrap.
All right. Well, let's eyeball this painting. I actually want to look behind the painting with. I don't want to touch the painting, but I'm going to look behind it with my sword.
Okay.
There's totally a safe,
We
right?
didn't look behind any of the painting.
No.
No. So we're leaving the lens room. We're good
There's
there.
a man looking through the holes.
Masturbating.
It's Vince Vaughn.
Okay, so leaving those 2 rooms behind, you move down to the end of the hall, which
Psycho remake.
ends in the T intersection. So now the hall extends off to your left and right. You're facing this really gaudy sort of over-the-top painting of this old man wearing a toga in space. with his
Smells
foot
like
on a-
cologne.
Caesar's Palace.
Look like
Forum
close
shop.
examination. It looks like the painting's just hanging on the wall. If you want to check for traps, that'd be another perception check.
Yeah, I
for you
will
guys.
for sure.
So these will be D20s plus your wisdom bonus.
11.
So Richard
With
rolled a-
bonus included.
8. Yep. Plus 2, so 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't find any traps.
By the way, Sark, your Gerry impression has gotten really good.
Yeah.
I'm also going to do a...
Way better than last week.
Yeah,
You did
it's
some
amazing.
work.
Gonna look for
Watched a lot of footage.
Him?
16 plus 4 is
the
20.
episodes you're not in?
I didn't have a chance yet. With San
Was that
Diego and
Sark or was that
everything
you?
That was Sark.
It's hard to... Yeah,
see
you
it.
can't even tell now.
else. Now
Which one of you is
now
Bruce
I'm gonna-
Willis?
With
Now
his
I'm
beard,
going
I
to do
can't
my
see his
Sark.
lips.
So let's roll, you guys. What up, dude?
Not bad.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
That
amazing.
sounded just like me.
It did.
Even
wait a
the
minute.
dude enunciation.
Hey,
Man, I'm looking at you two guys. I don't know who's talking.
Hey, I'm working on my Sarah impression. Are you ready? Okay, it goes a little something like this.
Wait, I really want you to do one. I'm so curious.
That was amazing.
Oh my God!
Dude,
Amazing.
telling you.
You kind of nailed it.
He rolled a 20, by the way, or a 16 plus
16
4,
and I got...
so-
Yeah, so...
All right, so you don't find anything either.
Oh.
So,
So can I take the sword and just see if there's anything behind it? Like if I nudge sort of the frame, is it hung on the wall?
yeah, if you guys feel comfortable with Blaine's trap search.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I'm using the sword
Blackies,
too.
yeah,
Like I
okay.
don't want to actually
Yeah,
physically.
I'm not
touch it.
afeared.
Okay, so the sword, sliding the sword back there, you don't feel any resistance, nothing unusual. A couple like little exploratory bounces, and it looks like you can actually get a look back there. Looks like the painting's just hanging on the wall. There does seem to be something unusual with the wall, though. You can't tell from this like low angle.
Take the
But
painting down.
There does seem to be something back
Everyone
there.
SWAT, like stack up on me. Don't be
Yeah,
in front of
take
this
this
when we
fucking
come
thing
down in case it is a trap. So like don't be in front of it, but let's take it
It
down.
looks like it doesn't look like something. It looks like possibly an opening or some
Yeah.
type of
Take
cavity.
it down.
So I'll hit it off. I'll try and take it off with my sword.
Okay, so it thumps up and then clatters down to the ground. The frame sort of cracks. Big deal though. It was shitty painting anyway. Exposing though a really clean cut, like 3-foot circle cut into the wall, and embedded about 6 inches back is just one of the like glass lenses.
Ah. Some sort of like, observation device.
So there's not an old man standing there looking through the painting, but it definitely seems like somebody was able to see.
Behold
But
the great and mighty
how-
Oz.
it's
what's the diameter of the glass?
3 feet. It's like
Oh.
one of the lenses that
But
you
it's
guys
not like a
just-
lens that you would use to like focus light or energy.
It's like a huge
it's like
fisheye that you
it's
could
like
just...
a- yeah.
like a security
camera
mirror
lens.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's take it down.
I don't know what that is, but yes.
And there's still no feeling of magic or anything around here.
No.
And
Push the glass in.
No light, and the lens,
see
but
where it
whatever's
leads.
behind the lens is it's dark. There's no light like.
Oh, whatever's behind the lens we just exposed.
How do we take it out? Can I throw my
I think
shoulder
we
into
just put,
it? Or?
yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna hit it, but you should hit it. You're
Just
stronger.
and follow behind it to the source.
Punch it.
It's up pretty high too, so I mean it's probably barbarian.
Well, I look
Do
at
it.
it and
Goliath
then
height.
I hit it where I think I should hit it.
Hit it because you do not understand it.
All right, so let's pass the dice tray. Okay, yeah, D20.
now I'm
from,
gonna pass the dice.
from a Marth.
tray. But dice tray. Why can't we cuddle?
20.
Marth's getting his dice right. Oh, there we go.
Did you ever hear my Harrison Ford impression? Are you saying I killed my wife? When I got home, there was a man in my house. I didn't kill my wife.
I like it.
Sounds just like Sarah.
That's Sarah doing.
That sounds like Bruce Willis.
Oh, D20. You want a high roll, Marth?
Low. 6.
6. That's still high enough. You just definitely didn't want super low. So this one, one sort of hammer fist on this thing doesn't knock it loose, but it shifts. So you could try again if you're really trying to just. Were you trying to just dislodge it, or do you want to remove the thing?
We want to go through this wall like the Kool-Aid man.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
17.
All right, so there we go. This you hear like tiny glass fracturing and a couple bits of metal bend. Whatever was bracing in this opening holding this thing just shatters on the edges of the lens, so it
and water
clatters
comes
down.
pouring in.
And you're able to
LOL drowning.
you're able to easily pull it now out of this like opening. So, and looking back into the opening, it's just darkness.
I checked the wing for fire, and I toss it out.
You peeking in though, if you have Sir Richard shining his light up in there, and you sort of peeking in, you can see that about 8 feet back in this 3-foot wide tunnel, you can see another lens.
Let's cut this wall open and go through.
You want me to crawl in there?
Well, the wall's stone. You could probably
shit.
do some damage with it, but
Do it.
but it's but not through 8 feet. You
No,
could
yeah,
like
no.
But I could
Take
probably
out
just
the
crawl
lens.
in
Yeah.
and take out
yeah.
the lens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are
Let's
you
take
gonna?
another quick break.
We're gonna take a break before Mildred goes in. Okay.
Hey, we're back. Before we get going, we've got a donor shout out. Thomas. God, I'm gonna botch it. Speaking of botching, Bachi Oko. Bacciocco. How would you pronounce that? Bachi Oko. Sounds Italian. He donated to us. That is so cool. Thanks, Thomas. It's very appreciated here. You can do this too, and then I will say your name. And hopefully not Bachioko it. And Thomas, we have a special gift coming your way, signed by everybody from Nerd Poker.
All right. So you need a leg up, Mildred. Somebody's got to give you
There.
some.
I offer my hand and I
Thank
haul
you.
her into the hole.
All right. Into the into this little this
Well, we
tunnel.
can see the bottom, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like a shaft.
straight back. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's about 8 feet back. You sort of scurry back there, and dice tray for Mildred. You're gonna knock the next lens loose.
Yeah.
All right.
12.
12 is what's your strength?
It's pretty good. It's 15. My check is 4.
Okay, so that's good enough. So you sort of it's an awkward.
You're
Sort
awkward.
of confined space, but you wedge your feet against the sides and knock this next disc out. It's a circular passage with a circular lens in it, though, so it ends up sort of lodged in between. But if you're willing to sort of bust it, you could probably break it, just shatter it some more.
Is there another one past it?
Sir Richard, shine the mag light in there.
Will do.
You sort
It's
of
my favorite song from Pippin.
scrunch down against the edges of the tunnel, and you see another 8 feet beyond. You see another lens. Yeah.
Should I keep going?
So many
Let's do it.
lenses.
Okay, but I have to break this first.
So wait,
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll stick with you if you want. That seems like
Is this like a tunnel with lenses in
yeah.
it?
Yeah, but it's like only 3 feet.
Or is this like a lens crafters?
That's where they came from.
We'll find out in about an hour.
Out of the
You
box.
boxed 20 out of there.
18.
Okay.
Enough.
So you smash. So you don't need to roll for this one again. You just bust this
Okay.
one down, and kind of sort of kick the very
Right.
carefully crawling over
Slide.
little bits of glass. Now, you move to the next one. This one's a little different though. It's convex, so when you get up to it and you feel it, it's from your perspective indented. But a dwarf shot to the glass knocks this thing like askew in the tunnel.
Dwarf shot to the
and
glass!
you see 4 feet beyond this one, there's at a 45-degree angle,
It's like a periscope.
another
Is that
lens
right?
mounted.
Periscope, is that what it's called? Did I just make that word up?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
periscope. Well, you
Pretty
did.
sure that's a word.
In context of the game, you did make up
It
the word.
came unbidden, and then I was like, that is not a word. Okay. So
I
I'll
don't think
keep
unbidden's
going.
a word.
What?
I hope-
Unbidden?
I don't think
Unbidden?
unbidden's a word.
Unbidden?
I hope we're not in.
No, I'm kidding.
I hope
Oh
we're
my
not in a
God. Am I
children's
having a
museum.
stroke? What's happening?
No, are you?
Oh my God.
What's a stroke?
No. You're speaking
$5, same
gibberish.
as downtown.
What is happening? I just listened to you for a second. Now I've.
Man, stroke, man.
Hi.
You hope.
Yeah, there was a really wonderful telescope in Glenishmore, and I just am scratching my chin, going, I hope we're not in a children's museum.
So I guess I'll keep going to that one.
Okay.
Just smash that one.
Yep. Okay. So roll 20-sided for
can't
this
use-
is to hit the 45-degree angle
Yeah,
one.
I can't use the 18 I already rolled that you said didn't. I
Oh,
didn't-
that smashed the one you just
Okay.
went through. Yeah.
17.
All right. So now, there's little pockets of glass fragments that you're carefully sort of
Whatever, I got
spider
tough hands.
climbing yourself around. This one you break the lens, move the bits around, so you can navigate this what is revealed to be an elbow sort of turn in the tube. So as the tube continues back, where the 45-degree angle lens was that you just hit, it goes straight up.
Right.
You can't see from your light whether or not there's another lens up above you, but now there's like a 3-foot tunnel leading vertically.
Okay, I'll try to climb. Well, I can try to
Is there a
climb
ladder or something, or-
on Sir Richard if he's still in here.
Yeah,
Is he?
I am.
And then I can.
You've just been standing outside shining your light. But
I thought, I needed to boost her though. So I
Oh,
was
you
going-
just-
like helping her to
Yeah.
get through.
Okay, so I'm
you
alone.
can climb
here.
in.
I could
Yeah,
try to.
guess.
I can try to climb up first before, if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
if
I'll do
you
that.
want.
Athletics check, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My athletics is 8.
Okay. So this is this tunnel is a difficulty check of 13. It's small and accessible, but it's
Like
pretty.
me.
But it's smooth. So
Okay.
you're gonna do like a chimney, like a
That is like you.
What'd you say?
13.
5.
I said it's small,
so
accessible.
plus
like me.
8 is 13.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good.
Okay.
Your strength bonus is 8.
My athletics.
Or
bonus,
because
yeah.
you're trained. That's
Yeah, I'm
right.
trained.
All right. Well, that was so you struggle a bit, but you manage to get purchase on the walls.
Yeah, I do.
and you sort of chimney climb up, and sure enough, you're still in there on your own, right? Or
I can go in if you want.
I mean, if you want.
it's going to be a little bit more of an ordeal. You're going to have
Yeah.
to clear out
Yeah.
all the glass because you're not as
Oh.
tiny. So
Well, and we're still in vocal range, right?
yeah,
So
you're only about.
I don't know how this is going to work though. If there's another lens.
8,
I break it,
20.
it's gonna-
You're 20 feet in and about 8 feet up, so you can hear her breathing while she's
Yeah.
climbing in there.
Okay.
And you're just shining your light in, so you can see the light sort of pinging around. As your eyes adjust to the dark, you get a little bit of night vision. But yeah, about 8 feet up, your hand meets another chunk of glass. It's going to get really difficult to break these now,
Right.
though, as you're sort of suspended.
Well, I might as well try as long as I'm here, right? And then
Yeah.
okay.
This reminds me of some movie where a guy was crawling through
I'm not gonna-
ducks.
9.
Had a lighter.
So you hit it once and you feel yourself slide down. You feel yourself slide down. You think to yourself, "Come on, to the coast. I'll feel
What?
No, yeah, it doesn't get.
The lights
behind.
Just, the lights just dimmed in
I'm
here.
trying to
and
think
the
of who that
computer
really
crashed.
sounds like.
coast to having
laughing
time.
Yeah, so it doesn't break. You feel you throw
it's Edward G. Robinson.
a shot at it, but you
That's
feel
not
it's
quite right
to the
either.
coast, eh?
Can I try one more time before I? Or can I get?
you probably have to give somebody else a shot or rest for a little
It's
bit.
the
Okay.
dubbed version
Well, I
of
could-
the
Dirty
Bollywood
rat.
version of Die Hard.
Do it again.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not a sock puppet.
I'll do
Brian.
Sark's impression.
Do it again.
To the coast,
Come on down the coast.
Come on to the coast, sweetheart.
Okie doke,
I
Alex.
could, if you slide down though,
okey-doke.
I could blast the disc
yeah.
and get out of the way of the
Right,
glass,
right, right.
hopefully
That makes
fast
sense.
enough.
Like
Yeah.
my chiropractor.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If you
So
wanted.
I'll get out of the way, I guess.
I have to climb in.
Yeah. So you're going to climb in.
I can try to sweep out all the glass as I go with my shield.
In order to
please be neat.
Let me get a drink of water. In order to prevent everyone from having to leave, I'm just going to give Blackie his message right now directly. All right, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Shit.
So I love Tomb Raider.
I have not played it.
Who saw Pacific Rim?
I have not seen it. I heard it's got some cool actions and bad writings.
I enjoy it.
Did it have cool actions and bad writings?
This?
I heard it was boring.
What'd you want?
Okay, message
Is it
delivered.
boring?
Oh.
I mean, I liked seeing the giant robots fight the giant monsters.
Oh.
So
And you're climbing up into the passage.
yeah.
Okay. All right. You climb up in there. It's a little snug, but it takes you a minute or two as you're sort of having to ease chunks of glass out.
No, I swept it out with my shield when I went. I released my shield and then used it to sweep.
Oh,
all
you
the
did.
glass
Oh,
up
so
and
you
out.
went down. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
So,
and you've got to get out of the way
Yeah.
too, because
yeah.
fire
Or
in
you
the
could
hole.
stand on shoulders.
Well, I'm gonna let him do this first, and then if I need to, I can go back in and.
I see.
stand
but
on
we
his
both
shoulders
need
this
to
time.
like.
Oh, this is good.
We
Firing
both
the
need-
beam in an enclosed
That's why
space.
I'm getting
I like
out
that.
of the enclosed space.
Okay. All right. So you climb out.
Yeah.
Sir Richard, you climb in.
Yeah.
You navigate to the end. It's a strange, like, torso hip movement that gets you through the elbow of the thing. But eventually, you're standing at the bottom of the elbow, and
Yeah.
about 2 feet above you, you can reach it with your gauntlet. Clink, clink, clink. You feel the lens.
Oh, I'm that close. Okay.
Yeah, it's only 8 feet up.
I mean, what I want to do is almost lie down, shoot it, and then like shimmy away from that other.
Oh, okay. All right.
Unless, you know what? Maybe the safer bet is just because I can stand there and you can't. So I can take a swing with my sword and try and knock that thing down. Is that safer, you think, than...
Probably.
asking
Although it's
you,
awesome to
yeah.
think if it goes through the lenses and then just blasts some dude in the face. That's
Yeah.
kind of a cool.
All right. I'm gonna.
But no,
I'm gonna.
but I
No,
mean,
no.
it's
I'm gonna.
not as safe,
You're
you're
right.
right.
It is cool. You're exactly right. All right.
Next up, smoking.
So I'm gonna
All right.
hit it.
Do you want to get any?
Not cool.
Can I borrow your shield?
What about bullying?
Might I suggest asking Blackie for even some rudimentary math on, and we'll just do an
How
intelligence
far-
check for you
far
on
to
how
keep it
best he might be able to just on the fly calculate an estimate.
Like, will concave or convex make a difference about
Right.
whether it's bounced
Yeah.
back at you?
So if you roll, we'll hand this to Blackie first if you want to ask
Yeah,
him.
I would. It's.
Or you just knock it with your sword.
So what's your question?
I want to know how far away from the glass should I hit it with the beam. So should I be flush? Should I be down away from it? In order to make
Or will it
get
just
the
bounce
most punch out of it. Yeah.
All right. Here, let me Google that for you. 19.
No.
4 feet.
I'll be 4
There
feet
you go.
away.
So that's going to mean you're gonna have to at least be in the tunnel beneath.
That's fine.
Not 4 feet 1 inch.
Look,
Not 3 feet 11
if
inches.
this is the end of Sir Richard,
4
this is
feet.
a pretty good way.
Oops.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Sorry, I had a lot of buttered toast.
All right. So armed with that information, you shimmy into the tunnel and end up
Noonan,
sort of.
You can do it.
Essentially, you find the 4 feet is best attained by sitting basically in the elbow and extending your arm up above your head.
All
You
right.
center it as best you can, just eyeballing it. Everybody else is outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't
All
even
right.
fit in this fucking
Let's-
suit.
Let's roll the 20. This is Sir Richard's
I'm not in there.
I'm playing solitaire.
12. All right. Sir Richard rolls a 12 on his D20, which is fine. You just didn't want to botch.
Yeah.
All right. So from the inside of the tunnel,
I'm glad you didn't botch.
and I'm gonna roll a secret roll here.
By the way, Luke, we're gonna have company.
Blackie warns you of company.
Yeah, I heard some grinding back at the hinges.
All right, so I just rolled a hidden roll for your results, but from the outside, you just see again the opening in the wall goes boom, like a blinding bright flash. Inside, you see, you can't tell the beam from your hand hits this thing, and you can't really
mirror further down.
See. There's not other than it's just really bright. There's no like spectacular result. One interesting thing though is the light does seem to carry or travel, so you see up above you. For a moment, the extent of
you may have
this
just
tunnel.
shot someone in the eye.
I hope so.
So for just a flash, you can see each lens in the light of this thing, and it's extending to the. It's a point to like a vanishing point. So
Fantastic.
whatever this like vertical shaft is leading up to. Who
And
knows
suddenly
where,
a cooked chicken falls down on you.
God damn it!
through
pretty dry.
refracting through
Waving.
lens after lens after lens. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
So it's a long ways up.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
there's like an observation room somewhere up there, I guess. But
Or
With
there
robots
used to be.
behind us.
Well, we've got somebody coming after us. We should move. It's a good time to end this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cliffhangers.
So this is airing tonight. Blaine, where are you this weekend?
Oh, this is tonight? I will be at the Punchline in Sacramento this weekend with Drew Carey. Please
nice.
come out and see it. That'll be a lot of fun. And also Dave Anthony.
Yeah.
But
great
mostly
show.
Drew Carey.
Yeah. Great show. Anybody else?
Nope. I'm going to be playing
I can never remember what I'm
When's
doing.
our next Deadpool?
Payday
coming out
2.
there? When's 14?
Deadpool 14 is August 14th, and Deadpool
wow.
15 is August 28th. Double shipping in August.
Cool. My CD and DVD, The Fartist, is still available. We only made 40, and they're still available.
You should have made Farty.
And what else?
I watched it on Netflix. It was okay.
You motherfucker. Can you do a commercial for me? What the fuck
That's
was
a
that?
solid 2.5-star review.
It was okay.
Come out to the Fartist. We'll have a few laughs.
Oh, my
dear.
God.
It's at least as good as his impression of Bruce Willis.
Now that was funny.
You're the worst friends anybody's ever had. Especially this anybody. I'm at the place in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's called like Scatterbrains or I don't know.
This was just a rehearsal, right? This hour? Getting back into it slow.
Back to one, everyone. We had a plane on that one.
Let's record this.
Knoxville next week. I'm at Comedy Addict in Bloomington. Thank you.
Addict or addict?
Attic. You've been listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons and Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. These are my friends. Mahalo.
Wow.
Shakas,
Change
brah.
up.
That's what Adam Carolla says.
Really?
yeah.
That's what I'm going to end it on. That's what Adam Carolla says.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com.